Hello viewers, this is Azhar Rafi once again. Welcome to this new video where I'm going to show you the processes I mostly use to verify whether an email address is valid or invalid for free with 100% validation accuracy. So for this tutorial purpose, I'm going to use the spreadsheet which has 8 email addresses, and I have got some notes here about the verification processes and explanations. Okay. So when I'm verifying an email address, if I'm not going to be able to verify an email address with one process, then I'll have other processes to try. For example, by using profile photo, or by seeing Google Plus profile name and other options, as you can see. So I'm going to show you all the processes practically, and all of the process will be manual, and it will give us 100% accurate results. Okay. So first thing first, I'm going to show you the tools or the websites I'm going to use. So here I'm going to my Google Chrome browser, and as you can see, I am signed in with my with my Gmail account. So you will be needed of a Gmail account signed in. Okay. And then you can see here I am signed in with a LinkedIn profile. It could be a LinkedIn standard or the free profile, or it will be a sales navigator profile as I am signed in with, or any other premium subscription based profiles. It doesn't matter. Okay. And then here I have another website which is mailtester.com, the loveliest website I've been using since the beginning. Okay. And then we'll use Reportive, or the LinkedIn Sales Navigator extension, which is this one, LinkedIn Sales Navigator. You have to add this extension to your Chrome browser from Google Chrome here web store. Okay, Chrome web store. You have to add this extension to your browser, and this extension was previously known as Reportive, and now it is named LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Okay, so now let's move to the processes. So here, so here on this spreadsheet, we have got the first email address, which is brian@companydomain.com, and let me show you the verification process by using Reportive or LinkedIn Sales Navigator extension. Okay, so I'm going to copy this email address. The easiest process, I'm going to put the email addresses here on the compose box of my email address, or actually Gmail. I'm going to paste it here, and you will see here, as you can see, a profile populated here, which is this person's LinkedIn profile. If you click here, it will lead us to his LinkedIn profile, and the reason why this profile appeared here is because this email address is associated with this LinkedIn profile, and this is how we know that the email address is 100% valid. And now let me show you, if I had put it here a wrong email address, then if we could see this this profile. So I'm going to add an N here, or sorry, M. Let's see, Brian Manning. Let's add the first initial of the second name, M, and then I'm going to hit enter. And as you can see, sorry, we couldn't find a matching LinkedIn profile for this email address. Okay, but when I'm excluding this M, and I'm going to hit enter, the right email address, and then it is populating this profile. So this is how I know that this email address is 100% valid. Okay, and now let's move back to the second email address. The same process, Reportive or LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Okay, I'm going to copy this email address, and I'm going to paste it here on this compose box. Let's cross this one. Okay, I'm going to paste it here, and here, as you can see, we have got a LinkedIn profile populated. If we click here, it will lead us to a LinkedIn profile which is associated with the email address. Okay, so we know that this email address is 100% valid. This email address is 100% valid, but if we just add something here, like let's see, the previous email was with first name. Let me use the first name from here, and let me show you if it works. Okay, so as you can see, I have just entered the first name, which is a wrong, actually not, this email is also valid, but this email is not associated with the LinkedIn profile. Okay, but this email address is also valid. In this case, let's use the second name. This person used to have multiple business emails. Okay, so I'm going to use the second name or the last name here, and let's see if anything appears here. Okay, nothing, as you can see, nothing is appearing here. No profile photo, nothing, no names or no icons. Okay, so this email address is invalid, but when we are putting the accurate name from here, for example, I'm going to kg, going to put the kg, and here Reportive or the LinkedIn Sales Navigator extension just populated this profile as they found a match, or if they found this profile is this email is associated with this email, so they populated this profile here. And if we just hover over here, we're seeing a logo or a photo is added here, so this indicates that this email address is 100% valid. Okay, so now let's move back to the next one. Number 4, I'm going to copy this email address. I'm going to paste it here. Okay, now let me just show you. I have already checked this email address or verified this email address, and I have found this email address is 100% valid. But this email address, after putting this email address here on our compose box, LinkedIn Sales Navigator extensions or the Reportive is not being able to populate any profile, any LinkedIn profile here. Okay, this is not because this email address is invalid. This is because this email address is not been added to any LinkedIn profile, or this email address is not associated with this person's LinkedIn profile. Okay, so we don't have to be worried about this part. In this case, we have other options to verify this email address, and the other process is seeing if this email has anything of a profile photo added, or a Google Plus profile name, or a Google Price profile name and photo, or 4 icons including Hangout or video appear in after hovering over the email address. Okay, so I'm going to just here, and as you can see, one profile photo added to this email address, so we are now 100% clear that this email is active or was active, and actually this email address is active. Okay, but this email address is not associated with any LinkedIn profile, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so this is the process to verify an email address by using profile photo. Okay, as you can see here, a note from user's Google profile. Okay, so this email address has been associated with a Google Plus profile. Okay, and now let me show you the next process, which is jim at thecompanydomain.com. I'm going to the compose box again and pasting it here. And once again, we are not going to be able to verify this email address with Sales Navigator. But if we are hovering over to this email address, then we are getting a name, okay, and 4 icons here, which by this method, by getting this name and 4 icons, we're sure we are getting an indication of validity of this email. But in this case, we need to be sure, we need to be sure about its validity, and it's possible when we are using mail tester. So I'm going to show you the process. I just have to copy this email address again. I've just entered Control C, and here I'm pasting it by Control V and going to click on check address. Here we go. Email, as you can see here, email address is valid with green background. Okay, so now I know this email address is also verified, and I have just showed you here for this email. I have showed two process. First one is by using Google Plus name and these icons, and the second process is by using mail tester. So here, if I am going to put a wrong email here, let me just add HA, okay, and entering, and if I'm hovering over to this email address, you will see there is no indicator appeared, no profile name, just email address, okay, and we will not going to see this hangout option, hangout button, and we also not going to see this video video call option. Okay, so this indicates that this email address is not valid, and if you are going to verify this email by using mail tester, you will see that mail tester will tell us, or mail tester will notify us that this email address is not valid. So I'm going to paste it here and going to check address, and here you go. Email address does not exist on this server, and that means this email address is not valid. Okay, so this is the process of verifying an email address by using Google Plus profile name and or the mail tester. Okay, and now let's move to the next one, Chris at company domain. I'm going to paste it here on Gmail compose box. Okay, so here we have got a LinkedIn profile which has no profile image, but we now know that this email address is valid. Okay, but here, as I have noted Google Plus profile name and photo, let me show you what I mean. The same process as I have showed you before. Here, as you can see, this person's name is Chris Tissell, which is the short version of Christopher Tissell. Okay, and here is a photo added to his Google Plus profile. As you can see, a note from users Google profile. Okay, and here we are seeing 4 icons. Okay, so this email is also valid, and we just knew that this email is valid by using his Google Plus profile name and profile photo and these icons, and we also got the LinkedIn profile associated with this email. Okay, so now let's move to the next email address. Opening, pasting it here. Oh, okay. So for this email address, I'm sorry, I forgot to collect the, or I forgot to put the name for this person. But let me show you how I actually verify the email. So this is first name and last name, the first initials. Okay. So here for this email address, we are not going to be able to verify with Sales Navigator or Rapportive, and we are not going to be able to verify with with the Google Plus profile name and or photo, but we are seeing that 4 indicators here. Okay, and now I'm going to just simply copying this email address and going to use mail tester for this email, because we have only one option, which is mail tester, to be 100% sure, although we get indication here, okay, of a valid email or the validity of email, but we must be sure about any email's validity first. Okay, so we're going to put it here and then going to click on check address, and here you see, here we go, we are seeing that email address is valid. Okay, so this email is also valid, and I have just used these icons and mail tester. The reason why I'm using mailtester.com is because this is the uh, most trusted process that I use, and mostly for most of the emails I verify, I use these websites. Okay, so I just prioritize this mail tester. Okay, now let's move to the next one, which is Craig at company domain. And for this email, we're not going to be able to use Sales Navigator, and we're not going to be able to verify this email by using Google Plus profile name or a profile photo, but we have still the 4 indicators, and I'm going to show you if this email address is valid. Oops. Okay, check address, and here we go. We have got this validity dialog appeared, and if you just put some other words here and click on check address, you will see as I have put wrong address, it is showing us that this email address is not valid. Okay, so now the last option, the last thing I should show. Okay, so for this email, ajit@xplr.com, this email address is mine. I was appointed, or I was an employee of XPLR company, and now I'm not working with them, but the email address was associated to me as the, and this email address is 100% valid. But if we go to mailtester.com, this is just to show that sometimes we have to be careful about using mailtester. So sometimes mailtester doesn't or sometimes mailtester is unable to connect with email servers. So let me show you what I'm meaning. I'm going to paste the email address. This is a 100% valid email address. I'm going to show you the proof. So if I try to find email address for this domain, I'm going to check address. You see here it is showing us a yellow background here, and here we have a message: server doesn't allow email address verification. That means if we don't have other options to verify this email address, okay, if we don't have other options to verify this email address, then we will not be able to verify this email address with any way. But fortunately, we are going to be able to verify this email address by using LinkedIn Sales Navigator, maybe by Google Plus profile. I don't know. No, actually, no. This profile was never been used to create any Google Plus profile, and never been used to chat with Hangout or any video call. Okay, this is the reason why these icons are disappeared. Okay, but this email address was associated and is actually associated with my personal LinkedIn profile, as you can see. So this is by this email address what I tried to show you or tried to mention you. Although mail tester is my most favorite platform or most favorite website to verify email addresses, and which I mostly use, but we have to be careful about these emails. Okay, many of the websites out there who doesn't allow email address verification or doesn't allow server validation. Okay, so in this case we have to be careful and we have to skip mail tester, and in this case we have other options to try. Sorry, so other options to try from here. So here I have showed one option, to second. Actually these options are the same, but these options are really helpful. Okay, so one option, second option, and mail tester is the third option, and 4icon is the fourth option. Okay, so these are the processes I mostly use to verify email addresses, and this is the reason why my clients are always getting at least 95% email quality. Okay, quality emails for their use, and this is why I've been I've been getting clients regularly. Okay, so I hope you have found this video helpful, and if you have any question, please don't forget to let me know by commenting below. And if you have really found this video helpful, although it took a long time, but if you really found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for getting new videos, and please support me by liking this video and sharing with, please share with your friends if you have if you think it will be helpful for them as well. So I have to see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.